And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Colts go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Finding room at midfield, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Friedman. Down the numbers. There he goes. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20, ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on collision course. I mean, you don't see something actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They'll take over at 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. We should mention the goal line with a great game he had last week. He was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert it. Will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And now a high kick trying to pin them back. This is taken at the 15. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. The Texans at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, wow, nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there at 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Caught left side by Mechie. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Brings up second and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, it's Taylor. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. For an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane. And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Texans' 43-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Fights through it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
First and 10, it's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Ferguson. Touchdown, Colts! Jake Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Up the middle they go. Friedman. It was DJ Johnson on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Play action. It's Herbert. That is caught by Dell. In the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Right side, complete to Mechie. Touchdown! John Mechie. A 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Texans have broken the tie. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Quick throw completed by Richardson. And he's going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
What are you guys doing?
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert to the right side and caught by Dell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 4. Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards on the play and a first down. From the 50, here's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
They'll take over the first down 10 at the 49-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd down and 6 now. Again, it's Taylor. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Richardson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Herbert changing things up. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert is caught downfield by Mechie. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Big play there as time expires in the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead on the final play of the half. McPherson now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Milton Williams there on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now it's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now they have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Off play action. Richardson looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That's complete to Pierce. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Friedman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Friedman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Friedman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Colts first down.
Richardson to the air on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. On first down, Friedman. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Herbert now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Juju Brents. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Come on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line, so if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Anthony Richardson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll run on first down. Friedman. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 169 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Right back to him on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
On second down now, Friedman. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Touchdown, Texans! John Mechie with his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Colts 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Running straight ahead, Taylor. A strong running. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Well, this was a fun